think we have an answer to our question, right? I mean, we've been asking for the last couple of months, would members of the United States military carry out an illegal order? Would they? Or would they adhere to Article 92 of the Uniform Code of Military Justice that states very clearly that they don't have to follow illegal orders. In fact, they have a duty to refuse. So now we're at this pivotal point. Last night in Venezuela, a group of the Army's elite Delta Force went in and basically absconded with President Maduro and his wife. There's been zero legitimacy in all of the actions that Trump has taken toward Venezuela. When he blew up a boat full of innocent fishermen and then double tapped to make sure that there were no survivors to tell the story, blows up a dock, blows up a facility, all in the name of a war on drugs. We're told by international law, legal scholars, judges, members of Congress, the press, and American citizens, both military and civilian, have repeatedly said over and over and over again that everything he's doing in Venezuela is illegal. So you got to ask yourselves, did those Deltas get on a Black Hawk last night? And by the way, let me just say this. The Deltas are fucking elite. Like, these guys are serious business. I saw Black Hawk down. They come in, they drop down out of their Black Hawks, they go into the building, they grab who they're supposed to grab, and in like 3 seconds flat, they're fucking out of there. This is who you call when you need this type of extraction. And I'm sure they're all amped up. They're ready to go into action. They're laser focused. Not one of them sitting on the Black Hawk going, hey, did Congress okay this? By the way, do we know if this is all legit? No, they're in the heat of the battle. They're not going to question the order. But it seems strange to me. Every order before this, every single thing we've done against Venezuela over the past 2 months has been deemed illegal. So what on earth would make any of them think this one was different? And unfortunately, saying I was just following orders doesn't bode well in a general court-martial. They're already gaslighting us to be like, well, Maduro was a bad dude, so legal, illegal, who cares? Let's take him out. I'm old enough to remember Saddam Hussein. Congress actually authorized that one. We went to war with the wrong fucking country. We toppled Saddam Hussein, who was a bad dude, arguably a bad dude. But then we found out he had no nuclear weapons. He had no ability to make nuclear weapons. So he sure shit didn't have any pointed directly at us. He was not a threat to us. We did it anyway. Congress did not declare war on Venezuela. Venezuela did nothing to us. Maduro has done nothing to us. This was not a direct threat situation. And you can't say it's about the drugs. This is a war on drugs, and we're trying to stop the man who's supplying us with drugs. Because we didn't care that the president of Honduras was supplying us with drugs. The guy convicted of trying to send 450 tons of cocaine to the United States gets a pardon. Could it be because Honduras doesn't have any oil? This is very early in the story. There's a lot more to come. They'll do a lot more investigation, and it's going to be up to the courts to decide if this was legal or illegal. Members of Congress are stepping up to the microphone. This is illegal. Congress needs to be involved. Donald Trump did this without our permission. They're squawking, squawking, squawking. Unless one of them walks in and delivers articles of impeachment at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, I don't fucking give a shit. They're talking, 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 and they will fucking do nothing. It turns out those Deltas even had the slightest inclination that this might have been an illegal order and they did it anyway. Well, that could be a decade at Leavenworth. And you know who won't be there with them? The ignorant, draft-dodging, hate-mongering, festering turd of a commander-in-chief. He'll get off scot-free. It's still early yet, so let's see how this one plays out, but I have a sneaky suspicion it's about to get really fucking ugly.